What up, thinkers? It's me, Quizmaster Jack. I'm here on Thinking Game Trivia as usual for a Friday dose of NAQT's Buzzword competition. As always, I'm going to be going through the pop culture and sports. It's week 24. We're in the second half of 2025, so that means we have target scores. Today's target score in pop culture is 93, so we're hoping to get more than 93 points on these trivia questions. All right, question one.
This song's first verse says, "Petal off a rose like I love her not, maybe not," and mentions 200 shooters. This biggest hit from Dark Lane demo tapes repeats the line black leather glove, no sequins. The instructions left foot up, right foot are given in for 10 points. What 2020 dance hit by Drake?
Dance hit? This is the only Drake song I know from the era, but I don't think it's Hotline Bling. Nope. Toosie Slide? Nope. Do not know that song.
After this man's death, his widow produced syndicated shows based on his ideas titled Andromeda and Earth.
I think that's Gene Roddenberry. That's Majel Barrett, his wife. Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek and also Andromeda, I guess. But yeah, Majel Barrett. Gene Roddenberry's cool. He survived 3 plane crashes, 2 of which I think happened in the same calendar year. But Majel Barrett she played Nurse Chapel in the original. Then she played Laxwana Troy, Deanna Troy's mother in the following series. I don't know if Laxwana only shows up in TNG or if she gets into the other ones. She also voiced the computer on TNG. But Gene Roddenberry, far as I know, cool guy. I don't think there's been any scandals about him, but yeah, Star Trek's pretty good. He survived 3 plane crashes.
A 2014 film starring this actor as a stringer was inspired by Ouija's book Naked City.
Stringer.
A 2001 film starring this man centers on a prophecy that the world will end in 28 days, as foretold by a rabbit named Frank. For 10 points.
It's got to be Jake Gyllenhaal. I did the wrong double letter at the end. I forgot it's double A, not double L. Double L at the beginning in the first part. So that must have been, was the first one Source Code? I never actually saw Source Code, despite that seeming like it was going to be a movie that's well in my wheelhouse. I never saw it. Then the last one was Donnie Darko. Obviously, Frank the Rabbit.
This singer and Yo-Yo Ma covered Flight of the Bumblebee on the album Hush. This son of the first black man to perform at the Met says, "Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style," on the first Billboard #1 sung a cappella. For 10 points.
Darren? McFerrin, Bobby McFerrin, not Bobby Darin. Yeah, don't worry, be happy. The names are too similar between Bobby Darin and Bobby McFerrin, so they get caught up in my head. Much like I realized the joke for one of the jokes for Naked Gun is that they cast Liam Neeson to replace Leslie Nielsen. I don't know if they address that in the movie because I haven't seen it, but that's got to be a meta joke for for casting there. Anyway, don't worry, be happy. I think the first and only acapella hit that's been to #1. There's probably been some other, like maybe a Pitch Perfect song got up there, but not getting music questions right.
This actress played the older version of Melanie, a leader of the mutant sanctuary Summerland, on the FX show Legion. She portrayed Laurie, who was once the superhero Silk Spectre on HBO's Watchmen.
Laurie.
For 10 points, what co-star of Hannah Einbinder plays the stand-up comedian Deborah Vance on Hack?
Oh, it's Jean Smart? Okay, so yeah, so she was the older version of Silk Spectre. I thought it was somebody else who was like the second older. Like, well, there's multiple Silk Spectres in Watchmen. I haven't watched the series. I've only read the graphic novel, which is back here somewhere. Uh, I saw the movie, but I didn't watch the TV series of it. But I'll take Hack's knowledge.
Peacock's 2025 stream of this one-night event was its first without Johnny Weir as commentator. Over a dozen countries demanded that the EBU investigate Israel's massive televote result at this.
I mean, it only makes sense that it's Eurovision. All right, they got to give me that. Nobody's put in just Eurovision at this point, right? Like I didn't put an I in it. I didn't put another I in it. They'll give me that. Eurovision, just Eurovision has to be taken. Yeah, I suppose all of the other... that was a weird starting clue. It's right, I'm very sure. Because Peacock did live broadcasts of a bunch of figure skating stuff, which is where Johnny Weir would be a commentator. Didn't bring him out for Eurovision, though. Kind of 3 music? I don't know what they probably classified this as not TV or music.
This is the only Pokemon type of the Galarian form of Corsola. Odor Sleuth and Foresight remove the immunities of this type, which Pokemon can be given by using the move Trick or Treat. Shadow Ball is a move of...
I'm just gonna say Ghosts. Okay. I'm not confident in my Pokemon types, but Shadow Ball, I think Ghost is the only thing that makes sense there, or I thought there was a Shadow type? I don't know. I didn't get deep into like competitive Pokemon, so I don't know the weaknesses and strengths board.
This artist created the bearded Zen master, Mr. Natural. He created a one-page cartoon featuring a number of leaned-back men called Keep On Truckin', which was published in the first issue of...
Is this R. Crumb? I think it's got to be R. Crumb. Like, it had to be. We're in comics. It sounded like something that Alan Moore would have done, but they already mentioned Watchmen, so I feel like having a question about who played somebody in the Watchmen TV series and also having Alan Moore as a question is a little out of the realm of what Buzzword would do. So that kind of brought it to R. Crumb as the only possibility of like counterculture cartoonist.
In this man's film debut, his character says there never was an Aaron, while telling his lawyer how he murdered an archbishop. This man.
It's Ed Norton. All right, yeah, I knew who it was. I just didn't remember his name, so I had to like address there. It's Primal Fear, I think, was that movie that they're talking about there. I think that's the name of it. I haven't seen it. But spoilers for Primal Fear, I guess. But that's the very end of the scene, which he says to... Now I can't remember the other guy in the scene. He was Billy Flynn. Richard Gere. He says it's Richard Gere. Not actual Richard Gere. The character Richard Gere was playing. But anyway. Ed Norton. I stopped listening after there never was an Aaron, so I don't even know what they said in between then and when I buzzed in. But I just had to remember the name, which is good because I haven't been remembering names very well.
This woman worked with the Halo Trust to conduct an iconic landmine walk during a 1997 trip to Angola. Less than a week before the death of Mother Teresa, Dodi Fayed and this woman...
Yeah, I know the person who died alongside Princess Diana, Dodi Fayed. Remember where I was when I heard up in my family's cabin up north. All right, 105 there. We should be getting some amount of points from Eurovision. Didn't know the recent Drake song messed up, confusing Bobby McFerrin and Bobby Darin again, but we have improved the pop culture scores in week 24. Sports questions now, and our target score is 65. Got some real hay to make in sports.
Despite Atlanta trading this man for Eddie Rosario in 2021, he still received a World Series ring, his fourth. This man, who caught Salvador Perez's pop-up to win a title in 2014, hit 3 home runs in a 2012 World Series game. For 10 points, what Giants third baseman was called...
Pablo Sandoval? Oh, Pablo was so fun. I lived in the Bay Area during the Giants dynasty. Pablo was really fun. I got to see him pitch once. I think it was my friend's bachelor party. We went up to San Francisco for a bachelor party and went to the Giants game. And Pablo Sandoval pitched in that game. But fun times. All right, specific event. So we're almost assuredly in Olympics.
Athletes in this event may attempt a high-reward DTY. Floor exercise and this event are the 2 Olympic gymnastics events that both DTY. Men and women perform.
Both.
On a sprained ankle.
It's the vault. It's just called vault, right? Yeah. So sprained ankle, almost assuredly talking about Carrie Strug there in Atlanta. Vault and floor exercise are the only. That's what I was working on. But then as I was buzzing, they said sprained ankle, and when you're talking about sprained ankles and vault or gymnastics, almost certainly talking about Carrie Strug's vault.
In 2004, this man left his NASCAR team to return as head coach of a franchise from which he had retired in 1993.
Yeah, like Joe. I know about Joe Gibbs Racing. That was actually a football question, not a NASCAR question. But Joe Gibbs Racing is a thing, like a big thing. That was the first clue. Huh. Maybe I think Joe Gibbs having a race company is more common knowledge than it actually is. Anyway, a strong 18 on a sports question. Those are few and far between.
This team traded Flynn Robinson and Charlie Polk to Cincinnati for Oscar Robertson. By sweeping the Baltimore Bullets in the finals, this team won the NBA title in just its 3rd year of existence. The 1971 NBA title was won by, for 10 points, what team led by a center then known as Lou Alcindor?
Was he on the 76ers before he went to the Lakers? Or am I just overthinking it? The Bucks. He was on the Bucks before he went to the Lakers. Okay.
Taking this number of wickets in a season is one part of the standard cricket double. The Oval Invincibles play in a short-form British summer cricket competition named for this number of balls. For 10 points, what number of runs must a cricketer score in an innings to score a century?
Okay, yeah. I kind of was thinking, like, the 100 is really the important number in cricket. So it's like 20, 100. Oh, did they just have a short-form 100-ball cricket? That must be it. I kind of thought it was going to be 100 before they said century, but I don't know. There's a lot of numbers in cricket, and they don't necessarily all make sense.
Current NBA players with citizenship in this country include Yves Missi and Christian Coloco. In 2025, a player from this country scored 31 points in Game 6 against the Knicks and was named MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. For 10 points, name this home country of Pascal Siakam and Joel Embiid.
I don't know where Joel Embiid is from. I'm just realizing this now. Where's Joel Embiid from? Are they French? Cameroon. Okay.
This man was the first 2-time winner of the collegiate John Mackey Award. In 2024, this man set his franchise's record for receptions in a season with 112 and broke Puka Nakua's NFL rookie record for receptions. For 10 points, name this all-pro tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I think it's B. It's not this. Brock Bowers. Okay. I've not gotten into my fantasy football prep yet, which includes looking at lists of how other people rank fantasy football players. I knew it was B. I knew it was alliterative B. Obviously, that's a question I should have gotten right, but it's also a little bit of a commentary on where the Raiders are at, I think, where They have probably one of the best tight ends in the game, but I don't remember his name.
This athlete described falling 140 ranking places between 1996 and 1997 and failing a drug test in his autobiography, Open. This tennis player won the men's singles competition at the 1996 Summer Olympics. The first male Golden Slam winner was, for 10 points,
who was it?
what American rival of Pete Sampras?
Who was the rival? Is that Andre Agassi? It was. Okay. One point off of improving our score now.
This Hall of Famer and Steve Swisher led the only Ohio University team to make the College World Series. He was the leading MLB home run hitter during the Ford, Carter, and Reagan administrations. A 1990 ceremony at Veterans Stadium retired the number 20 of, for 10 points, what Phillies third baseman?
Mike Schmidt. It was Mike Schmidt, spelled correctly too.
A player from this country known as the Perfect Human made the playoffs in all 20 seasons he played as a defenseman. A Hall of Fame set of twins from this country who played for Vancouver were the Sedins. For 10 points, what European country is the home of Henrik Zetterberg and Nicholas Lidstrom?
So it's got to be Sweden then? All right, 84 points is better than 65 points. So an improvement on both pop culture and sports for this week. 24. Thanks for watching. You can play Buzzword yourself over at neqt.com/buzzword. You can help me out by liking this video, watching other videos on the channel, subscribing too. That's a good thing. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll catch you next time here on Thinking Game Trivia. Bye.